At Jayco, we've spent nearly 50 years building a reputation for quality construction. We always use high-end materials and innovative construction techniques, but we know none of that matters if we don't start with a solid foundation.
The reason Jayco puts so much emphasis on a foundation is we realize the importance of a strong foundation. You look at homes, you look at pyramids, things that are built from the foundation up. Here at Jayco, we understand that, but we also know that our product is going through the rigors of the highway, off-road, potholes, things that we can't account for, and we want to make sure that we're giving our customers the basis for that strongest foundation because we build our product to last.
We use some of the industry's strongest frames. Unlike other manufacturers who build on stock frames, every Jayco RV has its own custom-sized frame, eliminating stretching that would otherwise compromise the foundation.
Here at Jayco, we build our travel trailers on two different types of frames, an I-Class structural I-beam frame and a Norco Next-Gen frame. This here is an I-Class I-beam. This is a one-piece molded design. Some competitors build on a three-piece beam, which can warp and twist over time at the seams where it was welded. Our ultralights use the Norco Next-Gen frame, which has the industry's strongest strength-to-weight ratio. These frames are built with a high-strength, low-alloy steel, which also has an E-coat finish to help prevent rust. These frames are also built with huck bolts, which provide up to 10 times the fatigue strength of conventional fasteners. Both frames are superior because they feature full-width outriggers, so the full width runs all the way to the outside, which supports more of the wall. We also space these outriggers 4 to 6 feet apart, as opposed to our competition that may go up to 6 to 8 feet apart to give better support for the rest of the trailer. Most of our travel trailers feature an integrated A-frame. This is something that's really important, and I encourage customers to look for this when shopping for an RV. You can look underneath the unit and see where the A-frame actually passes through this cross member and gives better support to the unit and prevents that hitch from buckling. So with all these things we do with our frames here at Jayco, you would be hard-pressed to find a travel trailer with a stronger foundation.
Our custom frames are designed specifically for the fifth wheel sector. We add quite a lot of extra support in the gooseneck area. The main reason is there's a lot of torque that happens when the truck takes off and when it's pulling this fifth wheel down the road. And we use 2-inch by 6-inch box tube frames up in this area. You may see some of our competitors that have pre-cracked walls or stress seams on the off-door side underneath bed slides and sofa slides up in the gooseneck area. That's an indicator that they haven't taken the extra step to add more structure up into this area. On Select Series, we have a feature called drop frame storage. It's an added I-beam that comes down under the main I-beam. We actually use what's called a monster beam, which is wider and thicker than the main I-beam. We've also went in and added quite a bit of structure underneath the storage floor. It has cross members both vertically and horizontally. Some of our competitors just take this floor system and fasten it directly down onto the I-beam. Popular feature in the industry, especially in the fifth wheel segment, is what's called an enclosed underbelly. One thing that we do that separates us from virtually everybody in the industry is how we install that underbelly material. We actually install what are called L brackets to the bottom portion of the I-beam on the inside, and then we'll actually slide the underbelly material to fit into that channel that's formed from that L bracket. By doing this, we eliminate the sagging, which will help keep out rodents, help keep the hot and cold air inside the underbelly, and also help keep water out. In the cargo area of our toy hauler units, we've actually engineered in steel backer plates that will go underneath the floor. The advantage of fastening your D-rings down into these steel plates is that they're being seated into a steel backer instead of just into the floor system.
We don't settle for the standard frame pattern provided with each chassis. Instead, we build on a custom one-piece laser sheared frame to deliver optimal weight distribution for a solid foundation.
We provide full-length trusses that go to the edge of your floor to provide more support for the main floor that the whole house is sitting on. Safety is our #1 priority at Jayco. Every truss design we build, we have pull tested with our machines in our R&D department to make sure that it has the proper strength needed to support the coach. Where other competitors attach their step to the floor, we utilize the strong foundation to attach bracketry for our steps. Part of our strong foundation is designing in extra heat shielding. Not only do we start with our vendor's solid frame rails, we make sure our vendor goes the extra mile to balance the drive shaft. This helps reduce shudder and vibration when driving your unit.
So when it comes to building RVs at Jayco, we don't take any chances. Our products are built on some of the industry's strongest frames, providing your family with a solid foundation to create family fun today and for generations to come.